Going to go through some DD for GameStop, and this DD was brought to us from someone who has access to a Bloomberg terminal, who has seen some pretty crazy information, and then the associated DD that goes with that. And basically, what this shows is that the shorts have not covered, and the Moass will still definitely happen. The squeeze has not happened yet, the Moass has not happened yet, the shorts haven't covered, and this is the reason why. But just before we get into that, hit like if you haven't already. Thank you very much, guys. The likes have been crazy. Can we get to 40 likes? I think that would beat my last video record. That'd be really cool if we did that. And subscribe if you're not already. I've got loads of subscriptions over the last few days, so I want to say thank you very much, and thank you for supporting me, and in return I will support you. And we'll just quickly go through GameStop's price. You can see that it is currently at $164.86 a share, and basically what has it really done today? It started the day at 169, went up to about 173, almost hitting 174, and then finished around $164.86. So 2.5% down on the day, which isn't too bad. Better than the Robinhood IPO, that's all I can say. So, what is the information here? Well, you can see this is a screenshot from somebody's Bloomberg terminal, and these are the options that were currently open on GameStop, and you can see here these are put options, and this suddenly appeared yesterday, and you can see that there are two massive positions from these two Brazilian investment companies, totaling a contracts of over, well, just over 1 million contracts. So that is a massive amount of shares, bearing in mind that one contract is 100 shares, so we're talking massive amounts of money. These randomly appeared on this Bloomberg terminal, and yeah, this is a massive position. So what has this got to do with the Moass? Well, if we go to the user Cryant here, and this user has posted a lot of excellent DD in the past, and what they are saying is, well, these 1 million puts were hiding since the put open interest spiked up around 1.3 million. It should have only 0.3 million puts were accounted for in the F13s, and it looks like the hedge funds are spreading the damage, calling these out the money puts to show that they have access to the stock when actually they don't. So what did he think that happened? Well, the shorting hedge funds were at risk of failing, somewhat on the verge of margin calls, such as Melvin, which is why Melvin got that over 2 billion cash injection. Citadel and other market makers sold deep in the money call options to the shorting hedge funds to give them counterfeit shares to avoid further margin calls, shifting the risk to the market makers. For this swap of risk, out the money puts were opened by the market makers as part of a bona fide trade, possibly for the deem to own clause, which allows them to mark themselves as long instead of short, as long as those put options exist. So these are the put options that we've just saw there, the million contracts. So what does that mean? Well, here's some quick maths. The short interest was previously reported as 226% on the 15th of July, and that massively dropped to 30%. And at that time, the float was 57 million shares. So 30% of 57 million is 17.1 million shares shorted. 1.1 million puts is 110 million shares. So 110 million plus 17 million, that gives you 127 million, divided by 57 million. Well, that gives you a short interest of around about 222%, which was pretty darn close to the original 226%. So it looks like these have been reported. That original figure was correct, and this is how they're able to lower the short interest, is due to these out the money puts. So if we go to this graph, this was previously displayed on the channel a few weeks ago, and you can see the open interest for puts and calls, and then the puts massively skyrocketed up around about the 31st of March, or sorry, in around about February, and you can see equivalently here the reported short interest is the green line, and at the very same time it shot massively down. So this is how these two were connected. And just before I show you one of the most shocking things, actually, you can see here we had 1 million contracts, and then the very next day, all gone. They were removed from the Bloomberg terminal, removed from the data as quick as they were added on. So these were probably not meant to be shown, and they have now been removed. So very chilling information, but nothing us apes don't really know already. It just sort of shows up. What we already know is that the hedges have not covered, and the moass is still on its way. Right, guys, just want to say thanks for watching. Please give a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not already. Once again, we're almost at 800 subs, which is crazy. This month has been really, really good in terms of my channel and my happiness around this channel. So I just want to say thank you very much for that. Right, guys, once again, thank you, and I'll catch you guys next time.